Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sideways Stories from Wayside School. Last time we met, we read about Jenny. Remember, Jenny rode to school on a motorbike or a motorcycle, her dad's, and she was late to school, but actually she ended up coming to school on a Saturday. Silly Jenny. I would never do that. All right, so our next chapter is on Terrence. Look at that. I don't know if this is Terrence or this is Terrence. We'll find out, won't we? It looks like a fence and someone flying through the air. So chapter 26, Terrence. Terrence was a good athlete, but a bad sport. Rondi and Allison were playing two-square with a red ball. Can I play? Asked Terrence. No, Allison replied. You have to let me play, Terrence said. Lewis says you have to share the balls. Well, we're not sharing with you, said Allison. Oh, let me play. Oh, let him play, said Rondi. All right, said Allison. We'll play three-square. You better play right. I will, said Terrence. Allison bounced the ball to Rondi. Rondi bounced it over to Terrence. Terrence caught it and kicked it over the fence. Oh my gosh, that wasn't very nice, was it? You have to go get it, said Allison. Shut up, Dixie Cup, Terrence answered. Rondi ran and told Lewis. DJ and Damien were playing basketball. Uh-oh, here comes Terrence, said Damien. Hey, let me play, said Terrence. Get lost, Terrence, said Damien. You have to share the balls. Lewis says so. And said Terrence. Okay, but just throw it in the basket. Don't kick it, said Damien. I won't, said Terrence. First, Damien took a shot. It bounced off the back rim and through the hoop. Next, DJ took a shot. He threw it underhand, way up in the air. It came down through the hoop without touching the rim. Then Terrence took a shot. He kicked it over the fence. Ugh. You goofball, said Damien. Take a train, peanut brain, Terrence answered. TJ went and told Lewis. Wow, Terrence does not seem very nice, and he likes to kick everything. Good grief. So, Stephen, Calvin, Joe, John, and Leslie were playing Spud. Stephen was it. Everybody else had a number. Stephen had to throw the ball up in the air and call out a number. The person who had the number had to try to catch the ball. Can I play? Asked Terrence. No, said Calvin. You'll just kick the ball over the fence. No, said Joe. No way, said John. No, said Leslie. Sure, said Stephen. Newcomers are it. He gave the ball to Terrence. Just throw the ball up in the air and call out a number between 1 to 5. Okay, said Terrence. The children formed a circle around Terrence. 1,000,000, yelled Terrence as he kicked the ball over the fence. What did you do that for? Asked Stephen. Eat a frog, warthog, said Terrence. It's kind of funny, isn't he? Stephen ran and told Lewis. Terrence looked around. There was nothing to do. There were no balls left. Lewis walked over to him. He was followed by Allison, Rondi, Damien, DJ, Stephen, Calvin, Joe, John, and Leslie. What's the matter, Terrence? Asked Lewis. There are no balls, said Terrence. Do you have a green ball? No, said Lewis. All of my balls have mysteriously disappeared. Darn it, said Terrence. There's nothing left to kick. Nothing left to kick, asked Lewis. I don't know about that. What do you think, Rondi? Is there anything left to kick? Rondi thought a minute. Then she smiled. She was missing her 2 front teeth. Yes, there is something left to kick, she said. Well, where is it? Said Terrence. Let me check with Allison, said Lewis. Allison, is there anything left to kick? He winked at her. There sure is, said Allison. What? Said Terrence. How about you, Damien? Said Lewis. Can you think of anything? Damien nodded his head and said, yes. Well, what is it? Said Terrence. He couldn't wait to find out. TJ, we got anything around here to kick? Asked Lewis. DJ smiled. Yes, we do, he said. Give it to me, Terrence demanded. I don't know if I should, said Lewis. What do you think, Calvin? Should we give it to him? I think you should, said Calvin. You heard Calvin, said Terrence. Give it to me. Not so fast, said Lewis. Leslie, should we give it to him? Oh, yes, I think he deserves it, said Leslie. Give it to me, Terrence repeated. Do you also think he deserves it too, Joe? Asked Lewis. Yes, I think so, said Joe. What about you, John? Said Lewis. Definitely give it to him, answered John. Come on, said Terrence. Recess is almost over. We will leave it up to you, Stephen, said Lewis. Whatever he says goes. Let him have it, said Stephen. You heard him, Lewis, said Terrence. Let me have it. Okay, said Lewis. He picked Terrence up and kicked him over the fence. Wow. So that's what the picture was all about. So this is Terrence, and because Terrence kept kicking everybody's ball over the fence, guess what? Woo! They kicked Terrence over the fence. Oh, that's a pretty good one. So our next story is chapter 27 about joy. See you later.